Good evening, everybody. How are we doing this evening? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see so many regulars in the chat already. Welcome to my next segment of the Muso to Muso Twitch interview podcast. Hope you are doing well on this Friday evening. A Friday. I've never done a Friday stream. Let's see how this one goes. Fantastic. Let's give a shout out to a few of our viewers already. Ethan Rock, welcome, welcome. Mars and Amars, hello, hello. Metal Sam from France, hello. Alan Fletcher, good to see you in the chat as always, Alan. Jean Chevalier, another person from France, fantastic. Leyden Crayfish from Manchester. We've got them from everywhere at the moment. Welcome, welcome everybody. Nice to see you all in the chat. The chat is blowing up right now. It's nice to come back with the Muso to Muso. It's been a whole month since we've had my last guest, Mr. Larry Patterson, the former drummer of Blaze Bayley, Alcatraz, Girls' School, and many, many more. And that was a fantastic stream. And at the end of that stream, I announced my guest, which is my guest for this evening. And I'm very, very excited to have this guest on a while. I've known this person for quite a number of years right now. We've worked together on numerous projects and toured together around the world. So it is wonderful, wonderful to have this person on the stream with me tonight. And she has just told me this is her first Twitch that she's ever done. So I want everybody to give her a nice warm welcome. Please welcome my guest today, Theresa Smith. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
How are you doing, Theresa? You okay?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Fantastic. No, it's good to have you on. Thank you for agreeing to do it. And I'm glad this can be your first Twitch experience.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I'm very excited.
Yes, let's make it a good one. Let's make it a good one, everybody. So, everybody, before we get into this, I just want you all in the chat to give me a thumbs up if everything is running smoothly. If you can hear my voice, you can hear Theresa's voice. So, give me a thumbs up in the chat if everything is working on your end so we can continue, because there has been one occasion, Theresa, when I've done a Twitch for about 20 minutes but there was absolutely no audio. I was just like,
oh no,
okay, great, yeah, let's just delete this now. But we're getting thumbs up and all goods all around, so I think we can have it. We can do this.
Good.
Wonderful. So, right then, Theresa, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. It's very good to have you on. So, like most of my guests, I like to start from the beginning, pretty much. So I want to ask you, I don't actually know this, because as long as I've known you, I've never known exactly how you got into music. What kind of was that little light bulb moment where you said, okay, I really like this style of music, rock and roll and heavy metal. This was like kind of my jam type of thing.
That went way back to school, and we just started listening to. About the first time I heard Metallica, I was like, "Wow, what is this? This is really cool." And then I got into quite a broad spectrum of kind of soft rock and a bit of metal. Sort of back when we were like discovering kind of grungy era.
Yeah.
I was in my first band. I was actually a guitarist.
All right. So it wasn't singer at first.
No, I was very shy, very, very shy in school. I still kind of am, but I can fob it off.
Yeah. You could have fooled a lot of us there, really. I think, yeah.
But yeah, I would have been way too scared to like sing in front of anyone. I loved singing, and I did that like at home. I used to write little songs and stuff on the keyboard. But yeah, I was a rhythm guitarist in my first band, and I sort of did that for a few years, as you do. Think we're going to be like amazing. I was going to get a tattoo of my logo. Glad I didn't.
That would have been pretty rock and roll.
Who are those guys? They're terrible. Don't just like some standard font as well.
I love
But
it.
yeah, then my good friend Ollie Roberts from Metaprism, like back then he was doing music and he was like, "We're looking for a singer. Do you want to give it a go?" So we were Silent Prophecy for a few years, where I kind of like was very shy. I wasn't very good as a front person at all, but I loved singing.
Yeah.
And then we created Metaprism, and we sort of did that for 10 years.
Right. So with Silent Prophecy, now was that obviously you mentioned Ollie Roberts, who I know was the guitar player of Metaprism. Were the other band members, were they also in Silent Prophecy as well?
We had two guitarists. We had Ollie and Tony
Mm.
in Silent Prophecy, and we had a couple of different drummers as well. When we decided that we were going to do Metaprism, we had our drummer come over with us as well, but then that we swapped him out. Well, we didn't swap him out. Sorry if you're listening.
Just traded,
He left.
traded up, was it?
He left, and then we got James in. Um, and then Tony didn't come with us. We got Callum on guitar, and that's kind of how it formed. It was actually going to be a recording project,
Mm.
sort of on the side of Silent Prophecy, because we wanted to get a male singer in as well
Yes.
and
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
kind of combo.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's when we got Jut to do sort of like the singing on the original album, and then we're like, you know, it's pretty fun. Should we do this live?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we just kind of went from there, really.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I remember. Well, my like main history of knowing Metaprism, you've always had that male and female singing kind of duo, and I know
Yeah.
you've gone through a few like male singers and everything, but it always like you've always found good talent though. Well, you know, I'll give
Yeah,
you
they've all
definitely
been
give you
brilliant.
that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's you've always filled that gap really nicely, but it had something a little bit unique because you know the first band I ever think of with that kind of dynamic would be someone like Lacuna Coil, for example,
Yeah.
and that definitely didn't do them any harm. But I don't really compare you guys to Lacuna Coil, though. I think your music's a little bit different than that. But surely,
Yeah, I think when we were just kind of listening to it first, we were listening like to Amaranth when they first came out. And
yeah,
we're like, oh, they're doing that really well. And they had three singers.
that's right.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know them
yeah.
super well, but yeah, I'm familiar with them a bit.
But yeah, that was kind of, I think that was kind of like a first influence of like, oh, maybe we should try this sort of style. Yeah.
It's good music. It's very good music. So that was kind of like the start of you learning your ropes as a front person. It started off as guitar, moving on to being a singer, finding your way with that. Were there any like key influences that you had as a singer, particularly that you thought, oh yeah, right, here we go. This is the direction I want to go with this, so and that. Where you've listened to that first song or maybe album where it thought, right, this is what I want to do with my life, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely in this style of music, I got very quickly into a lot of the kind of Scandi metal, a lot of the Swedish metal. So I loved Evergrey,
Yeah.
and the things that like Tom England can do with his voice. Just I love like there are so many fantastic bands that I really love, but if they've got a certain tone of voice or they can do a certain thing that's really unique, I'm like, oh,
Absolutely.
that's great. I want to sing like that. And yeah, some of the little trills that he does. And also, I really, really love the band Heat.
Oh
It's
yeah,
another Swedish band, but
brilliant.
it's more rock, kind of 80s rock style.
Mm-hmm.
And they are two singers, Kelly Lacrimo and Eric Gromwell, both of them fantastic singers. Kenny in particular, again, does these little like trills in his voice that I was like, I really want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
And that kind of like got me to sing like higher in higher registers, and then I'd start writing songs that were almost too high for me to sing. So
Right.
it forced me to like get better and get
Mm-hmm.
louder and yeah, just sort of because I didn't really look into like how to be a singer,
Right.
um, which I probably should have. But from like an early age, I was like, I just love singing and I love writing harmonies and stuff. So I just kind of went with it, and then I've kind of picked up bits as I've gone along over the years.
That's good though. It's quite an organic way to do that rather than just be like, I don't know, hyper focused on studying or whatever and just being like, this is
Yeah,
just a very natural way to kind of pick up and find your voice. Because, you know, whatever you've done to get to this point right now, I'd be like, yep, that works. That really seems to have done the job, kind of thing. So, no, I kind of like that approach because when I'm teaching music, of course, I'm not teaching singing, I'm teaching guitar and bass. I get some students coming to me, it's like, I must learn all of the theory. And I'm kind of like, well, you don't have to. You can do, but you don't really have to do that, you know. I'm sure the guy, Black Sabbath, AC/DC, and Led Zeppelin, they weren't there looking at books all the time type of
yeah,
thing, you know.
true. Yeah,
They were just learning what sounds good and what works for them, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I mean, everyone's different. People's minds work differently, and for some people, it's like fantastic written. They can read tab and they can just like fluently just play anything, and that's fantastic if you want to be adept, or just
Yeah,
sort of like jump into anything. Um, and I say, I just sort of picked up things. If I had actually looked into it better, I probably would have a stronger voice earlier on.
yeah,
I would have learned how to develop it quicker. I would have learned how to look after my voice so I wasn't blowing it out on tour,
sure,
which I did a few times.
right, yeah,
So yeah, I mean that there is merit in it. And now definitely I'm like, okay, how do I look after my voice so that I can sing for longer?
yeah.
Um, yeah.
And plenty of sleep, plenty of fluids and everything, isn't it? And that's what
I
they
know
have.
singing days are so boring for singers. They're just like no alcohol, no dairy, no caffeine, all the sleep, all the water, and you're like, you can't sleep on
Yeah.
tour.
So rock and roll, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
It's like get as much rest as you possibly can. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to take a short little break just to address the chat and just see how everyone is doing. We've all got thumbs up that everything is sounding okay. And I've got a new subscriber. Thank you very much, Joe Year 2000 subscribed. You've been a subscriber for 11 months. Thank you very, very much. Eric from Belgium, hello and welcome. Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to be doing this every few questions and everything. I'm just going to check on you, just like you're little babies in a little crib or something, and just make sure you're doing all right. And also, I encourage, if anybody has any questions for Theresa or myself, now is the time. Now is the time not to be shy as well. Any questions about anything music or anything in general, fire away and put them in that chat. Thank you very much. Right, moving on. So we've just talked about Metaprism. You've just joined Metaprism. You've got your voice now. You're doing things, and this is where we met, like in my head right now. So I want to kind of, like I said before, get that trail of breadcrumbs from the point that Metaprism were doing gigs, touring, to the point that you got this particular tour I'm thinking of right now. So guide me through the journey between that, because obviously you did some shows, and then all of a sudden this very cool tour where I got to meet you on happened. So yeah, talk me through the journey that happened there.
Yeah, I mean we kind of decided we were going to do it as a live thing, as an actual band in about 2014.
Yep.
And then we were like, let's go for the Metal to the Masses for Bloodstock. Let's just give it a go. Let's do the Bournemouth Heat. So we went in for that, did a few rounds, and we won it. And we're like, okay, cool. Now we're gonna have to do this for real. So then we got to do the New Blood stage in 2014,
Fantastic.
which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And back then they were doing it still is, but they were doing like a competition where you get to play Wacken if you won
Yeah.
the metal battle, which we did. So we then went to Wacken
No
in
way.
2015.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we went from like recording project to, oh my God, why are we here? How did this happen?
All of a sudden got Bloodstock and Wacken under your belt. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so that was insane. And then we came back and did we were lucky enough to do the Sophie stage that same year as well of Bloodstock.
Wow.
So we it kind of exploded quite quickly. Then sadly Jut stepped down from male singer
Right.
sort of
Yeah.
after this. So about this time we were still writing our first album. And so we kind of like everything kind of fell off the rails a little bit though. He had recorded it, so that was great, so we could get that out. But then we were a little bit unstuck because it's like, well, what do we do now? So the next couple of years was basically kind of trying out new singers,
Yeah.
sort of getting that feel back again, and then once we got Joey on board,
Yeah.
who's currently in South of Salem, he was our singer for quite a few years. And then we started writing a new record, and it was about that time we were doing our second record, Catalyst to Awakening, and that's when we got the tour.
The
So
tour.
end of 2018.
Yes, into 2018, where we finally met. This is the point.
There we go.
So for people, I know some people in the chat already know this, but for those who don't, the way how Theresa and myself met was actually on an Ice Turf tour when I was in the band. And the tour package, which was a great package, I had such fun. Was it about 2 or 3 weeks tour or something like that?
Yeah, it's about that. I think it's like 12 dates.
Yeah.
So I think it's about 2 weeks.
2 weeks maybe around Europe, and it was Ice Turf, Freedom Call, and Metaprism. So, and that's where it all formed. And I remember going around backstage. It was the first date of the tour. We were in Germany somewhere. And then I go around, and then I'm hearing all these English accents, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm supposed to be the only English in this touring party. And then I go, and then I meet you all. And I think you were all talking about tea bags, in fact.
Yeah, most likely, yeah. They're like, what, would you like some tea?
Yeah. They're like, oh, you're a fellow Englishman. He's like, if you ever need a nice cup of tea, just come to this dressing room and figure it out. I was like, yeah, okay, I think we're going to be friends. But no, I remember that. It's just like, oh, this is great. And it was such a fun run of shows.
It really was. Yeah, it was so much fun.
I just look back on it and all just smiles. Smiles always happen. So
I think we just, like, everyone just kind of clicked and settled in quite quickly to kind of like everyone's just really friendly and everyone just gets on and does their thing and like
the show
no one gets in each other's way.
The shows are great. Everybody getting along and just a particular night off in the middle of the tour as well. Very, very fun. Before we get into all the party atmosphere, but like, for that point, had Metaprism, you'd obviously played lots of shows, you'd done Wacken, you'd done Bloodstock, a proper kind of tour where you're on the bounce for 2 or 3 weeks. Was that the first type of tour for that band at the time?
Yeah, definitely. Prior to that, we'd done sort of some 2 or 3 night runs in sort of Belgium and Germany with a band called Xandria.
Oh yeah.
We did a couple of runs with them, but they were like 3 nights max.
Right.
So yeah, this was our first kind of like, whoa, we got to be good for consistent nights for 2 weeks.
That's it. We've got pretty much 5 nights in a row and then a day off and then 6 nights or whatever, 7 days.
Yeah, because we were still like baby bands, you know, we hadn't done like stretches like that before. So it was really like before, it was like the prep. I was like, oh my God, I need to like practice singing every single day so that I can like nail an hour like every night.
Yeah, I can 100% relate to it, but it feels cool when you've done it and you're just like, okay, we've done this, I want some more of this now.
Oh yeah, the buzz is just like unlike anything else.
Yeah.
You just like, you get to a point when you're just like, oh, I just want my own bed and I want to go to bed. As soon as you get home, you're like, I want to go again. Right now.
Yeah, that's it. It's the post-tour blues hits hard, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it just lasts for weeks, months. I still miss it now. Let's go back.
Shall we... I'm still in that post-tour blues stage for the last 10 years now or something. 2018, was it, you say?
It was, yeah.
Okay. So, wow. So it's coming up. It's not far off 10 years.
It's nearly 10 years, yeah.
Wow. Jesus. God. It's the song as well. Freedom Call song. Metal is for everyone. That was the biggest discovery of that tour. That song. If you don't know it, you've got to go check it out on Spotify.
Definitely check it out. It was their sound check every single night, and as soon as that kicked in, we're like, it's staying in my head forever.
So
it's rent free. I love that song.
We got to hear it twice a day then, really, in sound check and once for the show, and it just lived in rent free, 100%. Fantastic. So like, there's a couple more points of this tour as well, because similar to what you've just said about Freedom Call, it just lived in the head. There was a song of yours that lived in my head rent free, and the first night, again, wherever we were in Germany, the first night I heard it, I just knew instantly, as like, that's the song. That's the song. I think you closed the night with it, perhaps, but I think, was it called Unleash the Fire?
Oh yeah, that was our single that we first
That was such an earworm. I absolutely loved it.
Excellent.
There was a weird one. I was like, we were playing another show throughout the tour, maybe like second or third date, and we were in the dressing room, and I was just like in the bathroom, just like getting ready and everything, and then all of a sudden, it's like the band was there in the room with me. It was like a really, really big bathroom. It's very strange. It was almost like
we all just came into the bathroom with you.
I was like, okay, right then. This is interesting. Just started serenading me whilst I was
Hi.
getting ready. But it was that song though, and then ever since that moment, it was just like glued in my head, and it's just like, right, I can't.
Fantastic.
But it's a fantastic song. I love that one. I listened to it. I listened to it not that long ago, actually. I was like, nostalgia was hitting.
Oh.
So yes, another song. You need to check out 2 songs, chat. It's Metaprism, Unleash the Fire, and Freedom Call, Metal is for Everyone. Those are the 2 takeaways from that tour for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And now the point I'm really leading up to was our night off as well. We had a wonderful night off. Do you remember much from that night, or were we all a bit too hazy?
Surprisingly, I actually remember quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so where were we? Was it Hamburg?
It's Hamburg, yeah.
We were on the Reeperbahn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So there we are, baby band. You know, this is our first big tour. We're driving around in our little rental bus, and then we have this night off, and these guys are like, "Hey, come on the tour bus." So we were all like, "Ah." Or at least I was.
Yeah.
No, the guys were definitely like that too.
Yeah,
And
no, they were. Some of their faces were beaming.
so yeah, on we go. And we're on this like massive, huge bus. To us, it was huge.
To me,
yeah, we're just all just like
at that stage, it was still huge to me. I was like, "Oh my god, this is
it
brilliant!"
was a beast. It was massive. It had like whole like front bedrooms and everything, and yeah, that was cool. And then and then we just hang there ages and just like drink all of the sort of Black Label Johnny Walker whiskey.
Oh god, yeah.
That we weren't supposed to be drinking.
That was it.
That
No,
was
you're
a special
correct.
one.
But we were gathering pretty much all of the booze rider from the first 5 or 6 shows, basically in preparation for this night. As we all knew, it's like, day off in Hamburg. That actually sounds brilliant. And it was just everybody was gearing up for it, and then I think there was like 18 or 20 of us just crammed in. It is a very big bus, but 20 people on there. We were just
in the seating area, everyone kind of like sitting up on like cupboards and things.
That's it. Before we actually went to the Reeperbahn and everything. But I kind of like, in a way, I preferred the pre-party. In a way. It was just like, this is so fun. Everybody's just here, just chilling out on the bus, having some drinks.
Didn't we all get lost on like the trams as well? We were on the underground or something.
Oh, probably.
I remember some lot went that way and other ones went that way. And I remember I was with Stu and I think maybe James from my band.
Yeah.
And then we were all trying to be like, where are you? We don't know. We all jumped on these trains.
Yeah. That
Eventually
sounds familiar.
found our way back.
I think you can remember more about the night than I can. It was getting to a point. But I remember us ending up in a particular rock pub and everybody was just like, oh, let's have a shot of this. Great. Let's have a shot of that as well. Like, yeah, wonderful. Well, yeah, those are the rock and roll stories we'll cherish and remember forever.
Definitely, yeah. When I'm dragging my drummer out of the ladies' toilet because he's asleep on the floor, and then we're just like, let's pile you into the van. Come on, man.
Fantastic. I actually it was nowhere near as wild as our night, but when I was on tour with Blaze most recently, we had a day off in Hamburg, and we did go to the Reeperbahn as well, but it was a bit more under control. a little bit more, a little less carnage made. No.
I'd like to find that bar again because it was like down some alleyway somewhere, and then they had pool tables, and so I remember it, but I don't think I'd ever be able to find it again.
No, I think it's the spontaneity ruled that day.
It'll stay in here.
Yeah. I think I had it in the back of my head. I'm thinking, which road were we going down? It's like there's a lot to this place.
Yeah.
But no, it was good times, and there you go. I think that's why the friendship has remained so solid since.
Yes, definitely. Whiskey sealed the deal.
So after that tour, let's go back. So after that tour, so obviously us being the Brits that we are, and then like enjoying our good cups of tea, you and I and myself and Metaprism, we kept in touch after that tour. Because sometimes I always find that quite sad. I've toured with so many bands over the years, and you're so in each other's pockets for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or whatever. And you become like this wonderful kind of metal family bond. And then it's like, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone for so long. But I think you guys are the exception to that rule. Even though we don't see each other every day, you certainly, at least it's a couple times a year or something like that.
We've definitely managed to keep that, which is lovely.
Yeah, I'm very grateful of that, and which leads me to kind of how we continued the relationship and the friendship. I think the next step after that was SOS Festival, I believe.
Yes, yeah, it would have been, yeah.
Because I think you've played a couple of times at SOS with a couple of bands, and including myself. I think the first time was still Metaprism, and you came to the venue when it was at Prestwich. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, the indoor venue. Yeah.
The indoor venue, that was it.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
We had moments like that, and I think what a really cool moment with that gig, because I think shortly before, I think I've skipped a point here, but you guested on my acoustic album Snake Eyes.
Yes, I did.
Which I'm extraordinarily proud of. Absolutely love that song, and I love your performance on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And that was the first time that when you came to play SOS Festival with Metaprism, I grabbed that opportunity and I was like, seeing as you're here, do you want to perform that song? And we did, didn't we? It was
a
magical
It was
moment.
like magic. I remember this because we hadn't actually sung live together. So we did first song, and I love that song.
Yeah.
And then we sort of like I turned up there and we're like, should we go and rehearse upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did, and we were kind of in that kind of that room, and you had the guitars, and then we started singing, and it was just like,
yeah,
click. It was great.
It was it was the three of us as well, because it was obviously you and I, and then our good pal Rishi Mehta.
Yes.
It was wonderful, and that would have been the first time the two of you met.
It was, yeah. That was definitely the first time I met Rishi, and again we were just we were all looking at each other going, oh wow, these harmonies are like epic. We love this.
It worked.
We did a few songs, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. Did we do some Dio maybe?
We did Dio, yeah.
No, it was good. And
that was really good fun.
It slotted in perfectly, and I thought Metaprism did really well at the festival. That was your first time playing SOS, and then shortly after you're like sprinting over to the acoustic stage, and we're like, right, we've got this set to do now. So it just worked perfectly. So how did you feel? So when I invited you to do First Star, when we kept in touch online and everything, and it was like, perfect. Have you ever done anything like acoustically before, something like that?
I hadn't, no, because again, like no one really knew of me, so I wasn't getting asked to sort of guest on things,
right?
So it was just sort of like if I knew someone, and we'd just do it kind of like my friend's band or this whatever,
like a collab type thing.
So yeah, when you asked me to do that, I was like, oh, that's fantastic, because I actually love playing acoustic guitar, and I love acoustic music.
Wonderful.
So when I first heard the song, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. It's beautifully written. The lyrics are lovely. The melodies are gorgeous. So yeah, I was really excited to do this song.
That's good. That's good to hear. I'm happy about that. I don't know it was a good day at the office. It's still one of my favourite songs I've ever written to this day. And I hope another stroke of genius like that happens, because I was just in a right frame of mind, right melody and everything, and then as I was writing the lyrics, I was thinking this could be a wonderful kind of love song told from two different perspectives. And then, I had it in the kit bag for a while, and then after that Iced Earth Metaprism tour, I started thinking, I was like, yeah, Theresa's good, isn't she? And I was like, right, I'm just going to, if you don't ask, you don't get kind of thing. So I'm just so happy you said yes. And I think the results was fantastic in the end, really. Oh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. You should be really proud of that. The whole album's fantastic.
Brilliant. Thank you.
But yeah, I think our voices worked really well on it too, especially when we sang live. You could really kind of like, the harmonies were like on point.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself.
Well, to you too, it works both ways. And let's fast forward, I think maybe a couple years after that, staying with SOS again. Metaprism Return to SOS Festival again. You've done SOS 3 times, actually, thinking about it.
I know,
now.
yes, I'm lucky enough to do it 3 times.
God, I think there's a 4th coming, but yes. If my mum's watching right now, she'll be like, oh, God. Plug. So, yes, you return back with Metaprism. And this time, how it was different, it was a different venue, of course.
Yeah.
We're at the Whittles venue in Oldham, Manchester. I think at this time, a slightly different lineup with Metaprism. Stunning performance. You were on the outdoor stage, the Viking stage.
Brilliant stage, that one.
And you did First Star with us again. But this time it was like a full metal version, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the acoustic was out the window. Rishi finally convinced me to put some distortion on the guitar. And we were like, right, let's do this again. Let's get Theresa. Theresa's going to be here. I want to seize this opportunity one more time. And I think that worked out really well. I think it's a song that works kind of both ways, heavy and acoustic, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's again, it's the melody that carries it. It's so pretty that like just adding the distortion onto it as well. It's beautiful as an acoustic, but then it just gives it that kind of, it's almost like a power ballad. You want that kind of oomph to it.
Absolutely. And I think we did it justice. We definitely did it justice.
I think so. It was very fun.
Is there anything, going back to what you were saying about enjoying acoustic music, has that ever been something on the cards for you to do? Obviously, you've done an acoustic song with me on my album. Has that ever been like a consideration for you and your music career, doing an acoustic EP or an album or something like along those lines at all?
I've done a few covers where I'm not very good at guitar.
I was going to say, I'm so glad you said guitar then, because I'm like, hang on a minute, let's just slow your roll. But go on, carry on.
Thank you. I can get away with playing chords and singing along, which is what I really love doing.
Yeah.
There's always some sort of buzz going on when I'm trying to play it. But I love doing that, and I've done a few covers, and I wouldn't be opposed to sort of writing. I love writing songs. That's my passion more so than singing live or anything to do. It's the writing that I love the most. So, yeah, never say never.
Interesting. Well, maybe I might have just planted a little seed there to bloom. So, but yeah.
Yeah, if you fancy doing the guitar parts to it, absolutely down.
Yes, I do. Let's just do it.
There we go, done. There we go.
There you go. There's the next project done.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, everybody. We're recording this now, so people are going to literally we're going to hold you to that.
Where's your acoustic record? Come on.
Start expecting things. All right, I'm just going to take a short break, address the chat again. A few new people. Thank you very much. David, hello. Welcome, mate. All the way from the USA. David's saying he loves your bookshelf behind you.
Oh, thank you, my library.
It is quite an impressive stack you've got there, actually. Yeah.
It actually goes on further. There's a couple more there. I'm a bit obsessed with books. Yeah.
Hey, it's a good obsession. It's a good obsession indeed. Is there a little Pokemon on there as well?
There is. There's a Mew. Yeah.
There we go.
Well spotted.
Oh, fantastic. Nice one,
I
David.
do have some miscellaneous other random things and some skulls on there as well. So it's not just books.
The skulls of your enemies.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I've got somebody quite special in the chat that actually saw you play live recently.
Really?
With your band that I am going to get to very, very shortly. But they were in the Factory, the Worthing show.
Worthing.
It was.
I know who this is.
Yes, it's a young lad called Ethan and his mother Jo, and they were at that show for your band Nothing But a Good Time.
Yes. Yeah, I saw them there. Hi.
They sent me some videos whilst you were playing and everything, and I got to have like a sneak, because I've not seen this band yet. I'm very, very excited to see it one day. But they were telling me nothing but amazing things about it. So whilst we're on this, let's move on to that, shall we? So yes, you're in another band as well. Well, I won't skip Fortune Teller as well. I've got all sorts to cover here. But we'll talk about Nothing But a Good Time for a second. So explain to me, for anybody who doesn't know, exactly what this band is and how you formed and joined this band.
Yeah, fantastic. So before I started with Fortune Teller, we like Metaprism, we were still writing a few songs, but we weren't really doing a lot. So we kind of that was kind of winding down a bit. It's still there, but we just weren't really doing anything with it. And I was like, oh, I'm not really doing anything like live with my voice. And my great friend Lawrence Case, we all from Bournemouth. They were in a rock band called Voodoo Vegas, and they still are. They're actually coming back this year.
Ah, yeah.
So about the time when we were doing Silent Prophecy and they were in Voodoo Vegas, we were all kind of doing the same circuit down here. So I've known these guys for years.
Yeah.
And he was doing some shows for some like he was doing a Bon Jovi covers. He was doing like a classic rock thing and 80s, just where they go to theaters, play the biggest hits. And he was like, "Oh, we're looking for a female Depp. If you want to do some." And I was like, "Sure, great. You get paid for it, so why not?" So we did
Fantastic.
that, and it was about then when we were kind of because we were like traveling around quite a lot together. And he was like, "You know what? We could probably just do this ourselves.
Yeah.
Like cut out the big corporate. We were all in a band. It's basically all the guys from Voodoo Vegas
Right.
originally. Um, so we're like, we could just do this ourselves. So he's like straight on it, and within a year, he's created this show. We do classic rock, some 80s, and we're sort of going into the sort of 90s classic rock as well. He's got the stage set up. We've got so many lights that nearly blew one of the theaters the other
Oh, gosh,
night.
really?
Like, have you got a couple of lights? So like, um, and yeah, and then we just sort of like, I mean, he's booked up loads of theatre shows. We've already done Ireland. We did Belgium last year.
Fantastic.
So it's really kind of snowballed into this like this great like little theatre setup. Um,
We were saying before we started this interview, and I was having a look in your Instagram page, and I saw the tour poster, and I was like, "Damn, that is a tour schedule right there." So it's fantastic
yeah,
how busy that has got, and it really, as if
it really did. Yeah.
like filling, supposed to be like the side project or something. It's kind of like, oh yeah,
It's like, yeah, I'll do a few shows for you. And I'm like, okay, every weekend for the entire year,
oh wow,
which is great. It's just testament to like what those guys are doing, like
yeah,
promoting it themselves and just like, like we all do in our kind of originals bands. Like, you start from scratch, no one's heard of you, and you've got to approach these venues. And
yeah.
they've just built it like that, like it's an originals. Um, just a band trying to just bring music to everyone, but everyone knows the songs, which is great. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, that helps. You've got people coming out for birthdays and like nights out and stuff, and yeah, got some really good shows.
So what? Give us an example of a few songs that you would do in the set list. Any of these big hitters?
Instantly, all of my mind goes blank. I know I do Alice Cooper's Poison,
Perfect.
which I love doing.
Yeah.
I do Billy Idol, Rebel Yell.
Awesome.
Um, we do kind of like the big Proud Mary, the version of Proud Mary that's like huge. At the end, we've got Bon Jovi tracks. We've got Guns N' Roses. We do a few of those as well.
Amazing.
But yeah,
It's like proper feel good 80s like rock
yeah.
and
The
roll
the
kind of thing.
anthems, the ones
Yeah.
you really want to like sing along to.
Get a bit of a boogie on kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I do recognise I've skipped ahead because things are like pulling. There's so much to talk about, but in terms of the storyline, if you will, I've skipped ahead off your very very new band as well because of course you've after all that you've obviously got loads of time to play with. so we've got a brand new original band who's only been formed maybe in the last couple of years. Am I correct in that?
Yes.
And that is
Yeah.
Fortune Teller, which is fantastic because I remember you sending me a message about your new band and everything, and you sent me a demo for it. And again, this will be your third time playing SOS, and you're like, "Oh, I've got this new band we're called Fortune Teller," and you sent me the demo for it, and I was like, "Wow, this is actually really good." I remember listening to it, and I'm like, Yeah. We need more of this, please. So I was very, very excited. So, in your words as well, like, can you tell me like exactly how this kind of came to be and everything, and where you're at with Fortune Teller now?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of in the right timeline because I started doing kind of some of the 80s theatre show, and then I got this message from this guy who apparently I knew 10 years ago, called Ross McLennan.
Right.
And he was like, "Hey mate, do you want to be in a band?" And when I look back on our chats, he'd actually asked me 10 years ago to do like a wedding function band. And I was
Hmm.
like, nah, because this was literally coming off the back of the Ice Surf tour. And I was like, nah, we're going to be huge, mate. And so
Yeah.
we did that.
Okay, now. Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, I'm putting together, I've got an idea for a power metal band. Are you interested? I was like, sure, like send me what you're thinking. And he started off really influenced by the band Brothers in Metal, who are
Hmm.
great. If you
Yeah.
haven't checked them out, check them out. They're fantastic.
Familiar with the
Um,
name, not the music though. Yeah, they good, are they?
yeah, they're really good. And
Fantastic.
he'd heard that when he was on his tour somewhere, and he was like, "Do you know what? I want to do a power metal band." So he sent me over this demo with this dude singing on it, and I was like, "This is really cool." I was like, "This guy's a really good singer. Why do you need me?" And, and he was like, "No, we want it like you want female singer." I was like, "Okay, cool." Anyway, like fast forward probably a year from then.
Right.
And I was like, "Hey, are we still doing this project?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, sorry." Um,
Got
and by
distracted.
then he'd got Ian Rocket on board, who was in Shattered Skies, and he sent over the Savage Seas
Right.
demo,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like no vocals or anything. And he was like, "Give this a go, see if you can write something for it." And I was like, "Oh wow, this is cool."
Nice.
Like this is way different. Like the first thing they sent was really like twiddly 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 like.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I was like, this is ace. And yeah, so sent him back my demo for Savage Seas. I was like, is this the kind of thing you're looking for? And they were like, yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. So you had
Yeah,
pretty much all of that creative freedom. You literally had like a blank demo, and it's like, okay, have a bit of that then.
I love that too. Like just, if the music's sent to me and it's just like there. And Ian's amazing. He's a multi instrumentalist, and he'd done a complete demo. I say demo, it was like a complete song,
Yeah.
all the orchestration done. And so I was like, this sounds amazing.
Wonderful.
And yeah, like full freedom just to write all the vocals, all the lyrics, and
Ah, that's amazing.
so we did that, and we did Fortune Teller. I think those were the ones I sent you. I was
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
do you like these?
I was like, yeah, because I think you're asking about SOS. So that was like the first
Yeah.
point, wasn't it? And was it? It was last year, wasn't it, that you played?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been the beginning, probably like early last year when you probably messaged me. I imagine.
Yeah, because I think it was probably only our like third gig,
Mm.
and we were like, we're playing SMS Festival.
That was it. Well, I remember you sending it me, and because of the friendship that we've had, we've known each other for quite a few years. By that point, I was kind of like, the only slot I've got is like the opening slot on whichever day. I was kind of like, well, I think you could have a few more above that. I remember saying to you, is like, I've got this, or we can just wait. But you were just like, no, we want some gigs under your belt. It's like, we just want to get out there and play in front of some people and show them what we can do. And I was like, I was really happy that you kind of said that, because when you did the show, me and Rishi and Aki were stood next to each other, and we were like, this is great, and it really, really works. And so, long may it continue. And since then, you've done a lot with the band, I believe, as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we released the first single, Savage Seas, that was last February. And then it wasn't until was it March? Yeah, it must have been March that we then released The Fortune Teller.
Yeah.
And then like we were supposed to then be releasing more singles like quicker, but sort of like things kind of happened. Different band members sort of going through different things. So we kind of concentrated on the gigs that we did have booked.
Yeah.
We did Bloodstock, New Blood, which was fantastic. We had a great response from there.
Fantastic. That's
And
good.
then we thought, let's just do like a little run of shows over on the mainland, just to see how it takes, and just see how these songs
Yeah.
are coming across live. So we did, yeah, we did 4 or 5 nights. Did Belgium, Netherlands, and Germany in November,
Oh, wonderful. That's
which
good.
was actually really helpful because by doing that and sort of gauging the crowd reaction, the third single that we were going to release, we actually changed it to the one that actually was more popular, which was Command the
Ah,
Legions, which
that's
has
a
now
good
just come out.
idea. That is a very good idea, actually.
Yeah,
Let the audience kind of dictate what's going to happen.
basically, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And so you got quite a few shows under the belt, and I believe you got signed as well.
We did, yes, yeah. We were signed to Mighty Music.
Fantastic. So how did were you kind of, if you don't mind me asking, was the band kind of poaching for labels, or did you have? I have heard nowadays labels have been more kind of inclined to be like, oh yeah, we want to sign this band and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of a because you got to look for who's actually going to be good for your genre as well.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
there's like because we had a couple um that we were kind of like deciding between, and in the end, I mean that they were just like so much more suited for this genre of music.
Yeah.
Really keen to sort of like get us on some of the more European festivals,
Great.
which is where this music really shines.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely. I bet.
so any of the sort of symphonic metal, power metal, it's I think if you're shooting for kind of the wrong style of genre and kind of like booking and stuff, you're just not really gonna it's gonna fall flat.
Yeah.
And you just gotta go with where the love is for that kind of music.
Fantastic. And you were feeling the love from Mighty Music the most, were you?
Yes, we were. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. There was a good vibe, great communication, and yeah, we just seemed like we were on the same page of how we want this to progress.
Fantastic. Oh, that's good news. Well, congratulations. It's
Thank you.
it's what we all when we start out as musicians, at least in my head, it was always just like I've picked up this instrument, I just want to play a gig, become rich and famous and sign a record deal. It's like those are the immediate things that you just think of. It's like yeah, and it's like the further along the line you're like, oh, playing your instrument's probably like 15% of the battle. Really, isn't
No,
it? All these other things. But no, congratulations. No, it's good. Getting
thank
a
you.
record signing, definitely. Wonderful.
Yeah,
So,
it was a great experience. And I think we didn't quite realize like it didn't really hit until we were all there, like signing our names on the thing. We're like, cool,
that's
this is
cool.
amazing.
And did it?
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw it on social media as well. Did you do some like documentation of it and everything? Get
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we are like, film this. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
remember
yeah.
this.
It's pretty much, it's got to be done nowadays, hasn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
is it grammable? You know?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Get it?
Content.
Content. Just record everything, everybody.
Yeah.
So coming up for, we were talking briefly about this, coming up for Fortune Teller, you've got a few cool festivals confirmed. Am I right in thinking, because I know you said you've already played Bloodstock, are you not, have I got my lines mixed up? Are you not playing Bloodstock next year?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Okay, right, I'm going to cross that off the list.
Yes.
I thought, so you've already done Bloodstock, you're not doing it next year, right? Well, never mind. You've got other festivals, though. You got confirmed
We're
for...
definitely open to it.
Yeah, yeah. Simon Hall, if you're watching, probably not, but you never know.
Hey.
It's like, yeah. A couple other good bands I think you should book as well. You know, not that I'm biased or whatever. But you got announced for Power Metal Quest Fest in Wolverhampton.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 10th of October.
Fantastic. At the KK Steel Mill venue as well. Is that will that be your first time there? Have you played there before?
Yeah, it's my first time, yeah.
Yeah. It's a very wonderful venue. History of KK Downing from Judas Priest as well. Very cool. I'm sure at that festival, I feel like Fortune Teller, it's like that's your calling, really.
I hope so, yeah. I mean, the lineup's pretty cool. I think Mirath are playing there, Master Plan as well. So it's like this is going to be ace.
Yeah. I think that will do well for you. And then something a little bit later on as well, which I'm very excited about, because again, slightly biased. We're going to be playing the same festival as each other, which is Winterstorm Festival in
November.
Is it Troon, Scotland, I think?
Troon, Scotland, yeah.
That sounds about right, yes. So yes.
Yeah, so we're on the same day, which is fantastic.
Just, that happened. When does that happen? It happens so rarely.
Right?
It's like if we ever have been on a festival lineup together, I'm not counting SOS because, I dictate all of that. So it's like, yeah. But if it's another festival, we'll be on the same lineup, but it'll be on like, I'm on the Friday, you're on the Sunday or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this has happened perfectly.
This is great. So we are going to put Metal is for everyone. Just blast it through the dressing rooms.
Yes. Get the nostalgia. By that time, it'll probably be, almost 10 years. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's do the anniversary. But no, that's fantastic. What other gigs have you got in the pipeline that you can are allowed to share? That is, apart from Bloodstock next year, of course.
Of course, yeah. Thanks for that. So 16th of May, we're going back over to Germany, Stuttensee. They got Red Horse Festival there.
Fantastic.
That's great. Yeah, it's a great community there. They were absolutely fantastic. Really good to us when we went over in November. And they said, "Do you want to come back? We do a little outdoor festival." So yeah, we're doing that. We have the 4th and 5th of September. We're going back to Belgium. We've got a couple of shows there again,
Wonderful.
and someone we met when we did the tour in November has asked us to come back and play in September, and we're doing the Metal Babes and Queens Festival in Belgium, which I actually did with Nothing But a Good Time last year.
Very
and now
cool.
Fortune Teller are playing it this
Why
week.
haven't they invited Absolver?
I know, right?
I
know.
Talking about Metal Babes and Queens.
You are babes, like Babes Central, you guys. Definitely.
Martin and Chris are all over that. Come on.
For sure.
We have a few.
I'll put a good word in for you.
Please do. I'll come and crew it for you. How about that? But we have a few Belgian viewers in the chat right now, I'm very sure of. Whereabouts, do you remember the cities in Belgium that you're going to?
So it is, now forgive me because I will say this terribly. Mashmachellen? Somebody please tell me.
That is a good one. I know who's... Eric's here. Eric, do you know this one? Do you want to try and...
Mashmachellen?
Mashmachellen.
Or Mashmachellen?
God, I sympathise with you, actually. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not playing there. I bet you can't wait for that promo video, can you?
I know, I feel terrible as well, because I sort of like, I did all of these promo videos for the last, in November.
Yeah.
And I was like, Googling, like, how do you pronounce this? Because I don't want to get it wrong. I want to get it right. Yeah. And there was one which was Klosterschenke.
Klosterschenke. Okay.
I think I said that right.
That rings a bell with me, so I think you're on one there. I think
and then you get one that's like Brie, and I think I said that right, but then it's like it's Bray. I'm like, oh, sorry guys.
Sometimes
I do try.
I think sometimes you just got to embrace it though, and just be like, look, I'm British. This is how I would pronounce it. I think, there's a little bit of the ignorance is kind of cute. So it's like,
I hope so.
Honestly, you should hear my brother say some of it. It's just like, proper berry black pudding trying to pronounce a Belgian town. But but no. Yeah, there's a couple. Lily says, oh wow, that is quite a word. Meshellen.
It's beautiful. Like when you look at it, it's a beautiful word.
Meshellen.
I just can't say it. When I say it, it is not beautiful.
I wonder if it's Mehellen.
Could be Mehellen.
Because a lot of them don't do a lot of like that.
I apologise if we are butchering this word, everyone. We have no idea.
When we're advertising this and I post it on YouTube, this is the 30 seconds I'm using. How many British musicians does it take to pronounce a Belgian town? Yeah, I do. You can Lily, yeah, you can say it as many times as you want in the chat. It'll still come out the
I
same,
still
I think.
can't read it.
Fantastic. Well, you're playing that town anyway. That's brilliant.
Well, and it's great.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Oh, well, that's awesome, Theresa. Thank you very much. To finish off as well, we've got a few more things to do. But, of course, I like to end all of these Muso to Muso things with a couple of little games to really put you on the spot, that is.
Great.
Everything. But before I do that, is there, what is next for Theresa Smith? What is coming up for the remainder? I know you've told me gigs, but what is the next adventure, milestone for you as a musician yourself? If you have any, if you're quite happy going at the rate you're going, absolutely fine. Or anything else you want to just say before we do some stupid shenanigans?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I really want to get Fortune Teller rolling. We've written an album, so I'm very, very proud of that. I think for me in my career as we are now, these songs have meant the most to me, and I am so proud of my contribution to them. So I'm very excited to get those out. And then yeah, I would like to tour this record next year.
Fantastic. That's good. Well, at the moment, it's every time I open up Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, you're very often the first, or if not the second, person to come up, whether with whichever one of your bands it is at the moment. So it's wonderful to see how busy you are.
I'm trying to get better at contenting as well, so that's good. That means I'm doing something.
The algorithm it certainly is pushing it towards me at least, so that's good.
Let's get that acoustic album. Come on, guys.
Let's go. Yeah. You know what? If that happens, I'll share it even more than I do already. So it's fantastic. But no, long may it continue, Theresa. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Right. There's all the professional things out of the way. So, as most of the viewers now have seen, these are the quickfire rounds. And I've got a few categories. I've got 3 categories in total. Now, would you like to know them all at once, or would you like me to surprise you as we go?
Let's go for a surprise.
Good.
It'll be hilarious.
So happy you said that. So, wonderful. Everybody strapped in, buckled in, sitting very comfortably. I'll have one more address of the chat before we do this. Mars. Thank you so much. You've just gifted 5 subscribers. Thank you so much. That's amazing. What a legend. They always do this. So, I know you said this is like your first time on Twitch, so this might mean nothing to you. But, a subscription and everything. So, if you've already subscribed, you can then gift other viewers a subscription as well. And that's what she's done. She's lovely. I don't know why she likes me so much, to be honest. But yeah, wonderful. And then, the Belgians are still trying to get us to say the word properly.
I'm so sorry, guys.
But she's going to be there. Theresa's going to be there. So you can go tell her in person at the concert. There you go. That'll work. Wonderful. Let's get this underway. Are you familiar with a quick fire round type thing?
I have seen this. Yes, my mind will probably go blank. So
you can do it.
I'm ready.
I've only had 3 guests on before you, and those guests have been Blaze, Aki, and Larry. And Larry and Aki did it quite quick. They were just no messing about. It's right, I'm choosing this, I'm choosing that. Blaze, God bless him, gave me a story about every single one. So the quick fire round turned out to be a campfire night in, basically.
Story time with Blaze.
Story time with Blaze, which, hey, it made a lot of good content, but you can go somewhere in between or as quick as possible. But I just thought I'd give you that disclaimer right now.
Excellent.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The first quick fire round is nice, easy one to get started. Singers. Okay. It's mainly rock and metal singers, but yeah. Here we go. We'll start off with Corey Taylor or Lemmy.
Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor or Doro.
Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor or Amy Lee.
Corey Taylor. Sorry.
It's all right. Corey Taylor or Bruce Dickinson.
Corey Taylor.
Ooh, Well,
Dude's got a great voice.
he has got a very good voice. Have I started this too strong? Corey Taylor or Alyssa White-Cluse from Arch Enemy? I hope I said that right.
It's gonna be Corey Taylor again. Sorry.
Ooh. Corey Taylor or Glenn Hughes?
Glenn Hughes.
Come on, yes, there we go. Let me make a note so I don't forget this. Glenn Hughes or Floor Jansen?
Floor. Yeah.
Floor, there we go, yeah. Floor Jansen or Dio?
Dio.
Dio, yeah.
Sorry, Floor.
He
Dio is king.
he almost is like the top Trump, really, isn't he? It's just like, Trump's all, there you go. Dio or David Coverdale?
Dio.
Dio or Taya?
Dio.
Dio, this is an interesting one. Dio or Freddie Mercury?
Dio. Sorry, Queen fans. I'm sorry.
I loved and hated the pain in your face with that one. Dio or Robert Plant?
Still Dio.
Dio or Ozzy Osbourne?
Dio.
Oof. Finally, this is your last one. Dio or Rob Halford?
Rob Halford.
Oh, with the win right at the end. Ooh.
Sorry, those latest two records just excel.
I'm
Brilliant.
so happy you said that. Those Judas Priest albums are fantastic. When
Yeah.
Firepower I loved, but then
Incredible. Yeah.
The Shield, Invincible Shield.
Invincible Shield.
Oh, unbelievable. I think that's my
Rising from Ruins from Firepower record is just like one of the best songs that's come out in like the last 10 years.
I couldn't agree more. I think those two, overall, I think I prefer Invincible Shield, but like by the narrowest.
Yeah. It's so I kind of see them as like one massive
Just
record.
one massive pack. It just, yeah. I think that's my favourite stuff since Painkiller that they've done.
Yeah.
I would say.
For sure.
I think it just, yeah. So, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one with that opinion. People like it a lot, but they're just like, oh, no, Painkiller or something. I'm just like, nah.
No, I see it as almost that it's completely different. Like they just came back with this like bam, like it's just incredible.
It just monsters.
The songs are incredible. Like what he does with his voice is just like
yeah,
fantastic.
And for any singer, but then you take into account a man of his age as well.
Yeah, and he's coming back like stronger than he ever did for majority of his career. Insane.
Completely agree. He's not.
I saw them play actually at the beginning of this year with Alice Cooper, and I was just like, if I can do that, like if I can be that strong at that age, just to be like, bam, projection.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's the goal.
That's it. There you go. Right. We'll report back in how old are we? Yeah, in 40 years. We'll report back and we'll be like, right, can we still do
How are we
this?
doing?
Okay, right. Are you ready for your next category?
I am.
Okay. Kind of on the, usually I do bands next, but I'm specifying it because especially with, the set list you do with Nothing But a Good Time. So it's particularly 80s bands.
Excellent.
Okay, so
cool.
Hopefully this should be good. Okay, so we'll start off with Bon Jovi, Whitesnake.
Whitesnake.
Whitesnake, Def Leppard.
Whitesnake.
Whitesnake, Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're great.
Cinderella, Twisted Sister.
Cinderella.
Cinderella or Warrant.
Oh, Warren are really good. I'm gonna stay with Cinderella.
Ooh, that was a close one. Cinderella or Poison.
Poison.
Poison. I'm glad I've done this with a few people right now, and it's been the same choice for the entire list. And I was like, it's much more interesting when it changes. So you said Poison, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Poison or Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Van Halen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Van Halen or U2.
Van Halen.
Van Halen or Skid Row.
Oh, that first record, Skid Row.
Skid Row. The first record is just...
Yeah, it's just so good.
That's like a proper desert island album, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Skid Row or Journey?
Oh, love them both for different reasons.
Mm,
But if I was on a desert island, Skid Row.
Skid Row. Wow. Skid Row or Motley Crue?
Ah, still Skid Row. Yeah.
Yeah. I love the faces you play.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
perfect. Like,
These are hard,
this
these
is
ones.
ridiculous. Skid Row or Dokken?
Dokken. Dokken, I hate. Yeah.
I'm glad I pulled these out of the bag for you. Dokken, Guns N' Roses.
Dokken.
And finally, Dokken or Aerosmith?
Oh, man. Ah. Aerosmith, probably.
Look at that.
I know it's close, but I just think I'm picturing the desert island, and actually there are bigger anthems from Aerosmith that I'd want to make me happy when
Fair
the rum's gone.
When all the rum's gone, the only thing that's going to make me happy is listening to a bit of Aerosmith. I love it. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. That's the 2 out of 2 that the last one stole it for you. Let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3. Oh, fantastic. Everybody in the chat, you have to tell me. You're all so quiet right now, but I can see you're all watching. Maybe you're just all content, or you're all drunk on your Friday evening. But do you agree with some of Theresa's decisions?
Yeah, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a difficult one. I don't know who I would have chosen. I'm glad that, I'm the one asking these things. So your final one right now, Theresa, is something very, very different, but I always close with the same category because people seem to like it. It's your favourite type of potato.
Oh, fantastic.
Are you a potato fan, would you say?
I am, definitely. Yeah, my whole family are Irish, so of course I like potatoes.
Oh, this should be really good. This should be very, very good. Alan Fletcher says it should have been Def Leppard.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair.
Interesting. Jean Chevalier is 100% agreeing with you from France. And then Metal Sam is like, I don't want to chat, I'm just enjoying watching.
Oh, that's fine.
That's absolutely fine. You enjoy yourself. Metal Sam's very excited for the potatoes, though, he says.
I'm excited for the potatoes.
Right, come on, we're going to make it a good one. I think I've added a few more than the last rounds as well. So
This is the big one. Okay.
It's the big one.
I'm ready.
Bands are great, but taters.
It's all about the spice.
Taters precious. Come on. Right then, here we go. Crisps versus mashed potato.
Crisps.
Whoa, right.
I'm a fiend for crisps.
Crisps. Okay. I hope I've not peaked too early. Crisps or curly fries?
Oh, curly fries.
Great.
But done well, so they're actually crispy, not soggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these, there'll be some specifications on it for sure. Curly fries versus hash browns.
Hash browns.
Good.
Again, non-soggy.
Yeah, non-soggy. We need proper crisp, not floppy.
I want a crunch and a softness inside.
Not floppy microwave hash browns that you get. Hash browns versus potato salad.
Oh, hash browns.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Hash browns versus potato gratin.
Potato gratin. Yeah.
Potato gratin versus potato wedges.
Gratin.
Yeah. Potato gratin, sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries.
Sweet
I like
potato
them.
fries. Awesome. Your rounds are excellent, Theresa. They change so much. Absolutely.
I'm salivating right now.
Yeah.
I didn't do that over Dio.
Get us some water, quick, or just some sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries or tater tots?
Oh, tater tots. Sweet potato fries. I'm sticking with them. Sorry. I went up in my head.
Where did that voice come from? Some helium over there. Which one did you choose again? Sorry.
I'm sticking with the sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries or jacket potato?
Oh, jacket potato.
Oh. Justice for jacket potato. Cool. Now, well, there's a question for you. What would you have? Is it a plain jacket, or are you having beans, or what? What's going on?
No, my favourite is tuna mayo, but with some red onion in there, so it's like a tuna crunch. Yeah.
There you go. Jacket potato or classic French fries, but I'm putting in brackets Belgian fries, so I'm not upsetting anybody.
Yeah, I mean, Belgian fries different to sort of I don't like skinny little some of these fast food chain brands.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
But decent Belgian fries with that cheese sauce on there. That, yeah.
Did you ever try? I always get this when I'm in Belgium, it's a particular place, but they have it a lot in Belgium. The samurai sauce at all?
No.
It's very good. It's a little hot, so I don't know how you are with like spicy stuff, but it's it's mayonnaise based, but with a little bit of a kick.
I tell you what, I did try when we were over there was the satay sauce. They had like two different types, like a hot one and a. You have to guys
Ooh.
tell me what they're called because that was insanely good. Yeah.
Belgians. I know there's at least Lily and Eric in the chat right now, but I know I have some more Belgians. But yes, assist us, please. Or even, Metal Sam as well. You're in like North France. Belgium's like next door to you. Blaze Bailey's Samurai sauce. Yes, exactly. You chose. So, are you sticking with proper Belgian fries?
I'm gonna stick with the Belgian fries.
Nice. Next, we've got a few more left. Belgian fries versus just boiled potatoes.
Belgian fries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belgian fries or a potato waffle.
Oh, potato waffle.
Yes.
I love those.
I'm gonna make a little bit of a sub one because this is no, it's not the same. Smiley faces.
I knew you were gonna say smiley faces. Yes, smiley faces.
Smiley faces. That's technically not on the list, but it's my game.
Add it in. They're great.
Smiley faces. I remember. Right. Okay. So you always have them as a kid, don't you?
Yes.
But then I remember one of my first time adulting and going shopping for myself for my own home, and I walked past it and I was like, there was a time when my mother stopped buying me these because I was too old, but now I can do it with my own goddamn
free will,
yes.
Your own money.
All the smiley faces.
Same thing. For my birthday, I was just like, right, I want turkey dinosaurs, I want smiley faces, and alphabeti sketty.
Yes. I don't want That was another one. You've unlocked another childhood trauma. It's like, I don't want baked beans, I want little hula hoops.
Yes.
Why won't they just give us what we want? Right, smiley faces anyway. Thank you for the therapy, by the way. Okay, we've got... Right, these last two, I would say, this is going to be very tough, actually. So we're going smiley faces versus a roast potato.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And you can have this roast potato, it's your perfect roast potato versus your perfect smiley face.
Then it's got to be the roast potato. Crispy, far too much oil, fluffy on the inside.
Fluffy, yeah. Absolutely battered while you're making them.
Yeah, all the crispy bits falling off it. Fantastic.
Is it Sunday yet?
I'm so hungry right now.
Should we just get a takeaway now? Thank God. Right, finally. So there's only one thing to follow this, and in my opinion anyway. So the final one is a roast potato versus your favourite, proper chippy chips.
I would say still the roast potato. Although I actually prefer, if I'm going to get chips from the chip shop, I like to get it from Chinese shop. They just seem to do them really well. And that with a pot of satay sauce. But I still think the roast potato.
Roast potato for the win. Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
It's iconic, isn't it? It's legendary.
Especially for where we live. It just, this is just a like a standard. That's the
It is, yeah.
And we know how to make them good as well.
Yes.
I think that's the thing.
We've got to give it the credit it's due.
That's it. That is it. I think that is one thing I think we pioneer over anywhere, any other country in the world is breakfast, like a proper fry-up breakfast, and a roast dinner, just over everything.
Roast dinner.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
That's what we do good. All these other places, Right, wonderful. Well, without knowing, you've actually created your perfect date night as well. So it's you and Rob Halford listening to Aerosmith, eating roast potatoes.
Sounds perfect.
Isn't that a night?
But Rob, if you're out there, let's make this happen.
Let's make
Come
this
on,
happen.
darling, let's do it.
Right, when we post this, we've got to tag them. Tag Rob Halford and Judas Priest. Fantastic. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, Theresa. Thank you so much for being a guest on my Muso to Muso Twitch podcast stream. Have you had a nice time?
I've had a wonderful time. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Excellent. Thank you. Have you got any final words to say to our viewers before we go and order all the roast potatoes?
Check out those songs. Definitely, metal is for everyone. Freedom Call. If you want to check out our old Metaprism stuff, then that's great. But Fortune Teller, we've got some new music coming out. If you want to go check that out, that would be great. Thank you.
I would highly recommend it, people. Fortune Teller, fantastic band. Well worth a listen. Go check out Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, all that jazz. You can certainly find it, and I'm sure you won't regret it. Nothing but a good time. I have only heard amazing things. I'm yet to see them live, but I'm sure I will cross that bridge very soon. I hope, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But yeah,
definitely, I'll get you in when we're up your way. Come along and see us.
Come on, let's do it. I'll be there at the front row with me spuds in one hand and a pint in another.
Potatoes, come on.
Fantastic. Well, thank you everybody so much. Oh, we've just had some very last minute donations. Thank you very much, Mars, for the 1,000 bits and Alan Fletcher for the 500. That's amazing. Thank you, people. My next Twitch stream will be on Monday the 20th, so this Monday coming. I'll be doing my Metal Monday bass performance stream again, so make sure you come and join me. Get that date in your calendars and throw some requests my way, and let's see if I can play some random songs I've never heard before. But yeah, fantastic. I will be announcing May's Twitch schedule very, very soon, and I'll be announcing my next Muso to Muso guest very soon as well. But until then, enjoy your Friday night, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Theresa, thank you again, and I'll see you very soon as well, I hope.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.